I'm Brian Carr.
I'm Barkus and I'm Brian too.
Oh no.
I'm Neil.
No, I'm Steve.
We're from Brisbane in Queensland, Australia. Well, this is our 10th fishing trip, and we've been to the Central Plateau a few times, and it's always good to come back. We have often had good results here. We know the waters, we know the places, and we're really familiar, so that does help us to do well when we go fishing.
I caught a large fish today, but it was a long time coming.
February this year we were in the South Island, and on the first morning here Ross took us for a walk down to the Tongariro and showed us a few spots, and just in that 10-minute walk we saw more fish in that 10 minutes than we had the whole time we're in the South Island. So this is my sort of little sanctuary that I have each year.
In Brisbane, in Queensland, of course, it's subtropical, so the closest trout to where we live is about 5 hours drive south into northern New South Wales, so we've got to go a long way to fish for trout locally.
Oh wow, so it's probably just a bit more fun than just to fly to New Zealand for a few hours and have a nice little stay in a hotel and bit of R&R.
As far as the motel goes, I think it's well set out. Everything is clean, it's comfortable, its location is excellent for us. The river's just down the road, so to speak. The fishing holes are there. I think it's just a fabulous place.
And when you throw in the scenery, it's just terrific.
The locals, especially, are all wonderful. All ready for a laugh and a joke and a bit of free advice whenever you ask for it.
On the river is beautiful to see. I said before that I was fishing this morning, a little duck came up to see what I was doing on his stream. It's just a very pleasant environment to be.
Or at least in the 10 years that we've been coming here, no one has stopped us and said, hey, we'd like to do a survey to gauge what your views are.
And now the licences are online, they've got your email address. You know, Thursday morning back in Brisbane I should get an email in my inbox that says, welcome home, how was your trip, would you mind filling out this survey? They like to people to buy the licences and do the right thing. It'd be nice to know that they're actually getting something more out of that, so some things could be improved.
The issue of licences, the Taupo region has its licence, and the other licence is for the whole of the country. And why we have to have two different licences, I find amazing, whereas the other licence you can go anywhere in New Zealand and use it. But if you cross the boundary into Taupo, you need another licence.
And just on that, I don't think it's particularly well signed about when you go into one licence area and another.
I think in terms of cost for the New Zealand licence for a year, for an overseas visitor, for a full year is about $165. That would be more expensive than an Australian licence for a year. There are some areas that need to be coordinated better in terms of what we're seeing. For example, the extraction of gravel on the Delatours pool, which has really changed the shape of that lower pool, and it's really not done the best of services to one of the best brown trout fisheries with a dry fly on the river. It's just not the same as it was before. So I guess coordination of some of these areas where the industries need to talk to each other and the bureaucracies need to consider the long-term issues and the sustainability of the fishery, because they can't keep really doing unmanaged changes to the shape of the river, because it's just not in the best interest of the fishery. Because the last thing we need is to deteriorate the fishery. That will really mean people begin to go somewhat other places, and it's not good.
People travel a long way from all over the world to come to this region, and disappointing to come and for something that's been famous for to not be there anymore. That gets around, unfortunately. So I just need to be careful about managing the fishery a bit better.
Thank you so much for your time this afternoon, you guys, and we hope you have a safe trip back to Brisbane and come back again next year. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.